We are live with session 22 of Out of the Abyss, 5th edition D&D. Has been a little bit since our last game. What happened last time?
Let's see. Oh, do we want to... Is Gunther back? Or is he...
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool. So last time, I believe we were... Right, we had just recruited our fresh meat new party member. And we were wrapping up a few various different quests, and I think we were getting ready to talk to the king of the city. We had spoken with stone giants, and we had let them know we had helped them cure one of their members who had been inflicted with multiple heads, and we had talked to the Dwergar and let them know about the cult that we had helped get rid of. And Scaly had disconnected, and then he was back. And so I believe the next thing we were going to do is we were going with the giants to meet with the king of the Dwergar. Is there anything I'm missing there?
I don't think overall. Gunther met Glabagool.
Just traditional rite of passage for our party, I guess. To just encounter the slime.
I made notes in your guys' journal there about a notebook you had found earlier that seemed to tie in with what Ilsa the merchant was asking as to how the Darrow seemed to be getting a hold of stuff from the surface.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that was...
Not that it had too much in the way of details, but it still had something.
Yeah, it was like some weird magical thing where they're... Wait, which channel was that in?
Found treasure.
Yeah. Yeah. So they were just... They had a... Yeah, it doesn't seem like they were actually had contact or trading with the surface. They were just finding things and swapping them. Yeah, very unclear how any of that was working.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
And
That made it sound like the middleman is a zombie too, so which I thought was kind of funny.
Which middleman, though? So the Giants were going to go see the Deep King the next day, so you guys can go and take care of a few things for the remainder of the day, or just rest and sleep, and we will pass time.
Let's see.
I think we were done pretty much. I think we were passing around treasure and all that other stuff because I think we went through all the treasure stuff.
Yep, I think we had come to an equitable distribution of the various items.
Now,
yeah,
if anybody would like to trade some things or buy some things as well, there are a few merchants in town that may have stuff.
True, we may not be coming back to getting to like a civilization in a while. It's not like there's cities all over the Underdark.
Right. No, they're not.
But in the meantime, the next day, Everybody can long rest if you haven't. Regain all of your stuff if you need.
Oh, I remember like spell scrolls of like first like third level were easy to purchase for pretty standard prices. Can I just go ahead and add a few of those to my collection?
Let's see here. Which spells in particular are you looking for?
Let's see. I think I was looking for a variety of some utility ones. I was at a long strider. I was thinking of getting Dispel Magic. Were there some other ones, I think? It was just a variety of like low-level utility type spells that I wanted to just have in my back pocket if possible.
Do they have a mule here in the Underdark? Or a mule-type creature that we can load stuff onto?
Not
We have a
in
portable
this
hole.
city.
Okay. Portable hole. Okay, cool.
Yep.
First level spells are no problem.
Okay. Yeah, just a few things like Expeditious Retreat, Featherfall. No, Featherfall as a scroll isn't particularly. No, that can still come in handy if you know you're going to jump.
Are you able to scribe stuff into a book as the new version of the
Eldritch Knight?
Yeah.
No, I cannot. I just have my spells known like most casters do.
idle curiosity because I haven't paid complete attention to how much stuff has changed.
Wizards are the only ones that can scribe into a book as far as rituals go. Everybody else can just cast rituals if they know the spell.
See invisibility. That was one I wanted a few spares of after recent incidents.
See invisibility. Surprisingly, give me a charisma check.
Oh, okay. I'm great at those. 10.
You can only find one. They tend not to be for sale when the people selling them use invisibility to their advantage.
Yeah. All right, that's all. I'll grab a few first level scrolls and one scroll of see invisibility. And then we can move on.
Now that we have a wizard, we just got to get him to scribe that into his book.
Oh, right, we have a wizard. Do you need any scrolls? Because I just kind of collect spell scrolls just in case.
I can certainly take some. But just... Yeah, I don't know what you guys need from me in terms of helping the party. I think see invisibility would probably be a good scroll, right?
Oh,
yes.
Sure.
We should get some materials for you to make some scrolls.
Did you ever sell that spell book that you had? Or do you still have it?
Let me check.
We only had the one spell book, right?
I think we did get rid of it when we were trading with the.
I was gonna say that
when we were trading for scrolls the first time. I think that was something we sold. Yeah, it's not on the list anymore.
Okay.
What level are we again? Just making sure.
I know what level I am.
Do we still have access to those bodies that you guys were talking about? I just need to use them.
Yes, you would have.
Now, is there a quiet place where I can animate them?
I mean, they're in a pretty quiet place already.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably where
technically-
they are.
Okay.
Yeah,
do
okay,
you
so
guys-
there's nothing around where we killed them, so.
do you guys want to show me where those are so that I can perhaps create some servants for us? Think of them more like constructs, fleshy, moaning constructs.
Sure.
Whatever.
All right, and if you want to, I guess we can keep them in a portable hole, right?
You can, yeah.
They wouldn't require oxygen. If that's how you want to look at it.
I mean, I was thinking more of using them as just mule type things, just to carry.
Porters.
Yeah.
I guess in the
Porters.
Dwargar city that might not be too far off, but
Yeah.
The Animate Dead doesn't have a costly component either.
oh, we got rid of that.
It has MSV.
Yeah, I think it used to, or if it does, I can't see it. It
Oh.
used to have something like so many gold pieces, but it doesn't look like
I mean-
it does anymore.
Material:
Or
a drop
the
of blood, a piece
emotional-
of flesh, and a pinch of bone dust.
Yeah, just minor stuff. If you have a component pouch or an arcane focus, it counts for that.
Oh, okay. I think my quarterstaff is an arcane focus, I believe. So can I use that to?
Yeah.
Cool. So in that case, how many dead bodies did you guys make?
Oh boy, like at least 10.
Okay. So I can animate all of them. I think I've got
Oh,
enough.
Lord.
There's only one. No. Sorry, no. I misspoke. I can animate 3 of them. I think.
That's fine. I was like, can they all fit in the portable? How big is this spell?
It looks like each casting of the spell can get you one of them.
Yep.
And then before the duration ends, you can recast the spell to maintain up to 4 of them, I think.
Yes. So I can summon. So I can summon 2 today, and then leave the other animation dead spell for reinforcing the control over the 2 that we have, and they can just be porters if that's all right. Now, does there is a spell that keeps bodies fresh, right? I don't think I have it.
Gentle Repose. I think it's only a cleric spell. I don't know. I think wizards might get it too.
Do any of you guys have Gentle Repose?
I do not.
Would that stop the spell Animate Dead from working on them?
Yes, it would.
All right, that's cool.
While under the effects, they cannot become undead. And once they are undead, it would no longer work on them.
Do you guys have prestidigitation? Is that how you pronounce it?
Prestidigitation.
Yes. Because that can get rid of smells, right?
I have it at least. It's a cantrip.
I don't.
So at least, like, I mean, obviously the bodies are going to smell as they rot. So if you can prestidigitation them, that means they shouldn't
I mean,
smell
if we keep them in the portable hole, then there's no oxygen. But I guess
What,
it's on the work, but-
What cantrips do you have if you don't have prestidigitation?
I have Blade Ward, Ray of Frost, True Strike, Mending, and that's it. I can mend stuff.
Okay.
All right. So if that's all right.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So I will give you 2
never mind.
options here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me bring you guys to the map.
I was going to may I have a complaint about the character sheet, just so you. Because I have 24 out of 10 prepared spells, but it's counting all my it's counting all my cantrips, as well as spells that shouldn't actually count, like my domain spells and it's counting every single spell I have. I'm like, wait, how do I have 24? Hold on. But now I have to like mentally do math to figure out how many I'm supposed to have, which is really annoying.
That is weird.
I don't know. Let's see, wait, because I get what, 6 domain spells right now? Right? 1, first, second, third, right? Yeah, okay.
Oh, nice.
How many cantrips do I have? I don't even.
Let's see, you should have 4 cantrips, 10 prepared spells, plus your, how many, 6 domain spells?
Yep. Plus 2 from feats. And another cantrip.
So that would be 23.
Wait, no, wait. See, I have an extra in there, so I don't know where this is coming. Okay, so I think I think I overdid it by 1. Okay, thank you. That's what's checking.
All right, so in the tunnels here. Let's see, what is the...
Oh, damn.
You guys have tokens here somewhere, right?
There's a party token I can see.
Yeah, I can see the party token. And I can see little...
Alright, I'll just move the party token. So in the room where the party token is, there were bones strewn about the floor. So you could go in there and make skeletons.
Right.
The bodies that were there are no longer there.
Ooh.
Okay.
The other room that you were recently in, I believe, was... zombies anyway?
I was thinking more of the... because if we've got skeletons walking around with us, it's going to be a little bit out of place, right? Zombies at least have the deniability of maybe being humanoid. But it's up to you. I'm happy with either. What do you guys want me to do?
If we get some cheap spare armor, we can put it on them. They won't be noticed as noticed. They'll just be weird looking.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Just make the skeletons and stuff a bunch of fabric and stuff in them to give them musculature and dress them up like they are dolls. Did I ever tell you how much I hate the material plane?
Harsh but fair. Harsh but fair.
How much you hate what?
The material plane.
Oh.
What about if I cover them in a bunch of swarming insects? So it's just the skeletons covered in insects. That's not frightening at all, right?
I think that might draw even more attention than just the skeletons by themselves.
Okay. So if you guys are alright, I'm going to cast Animate Dead twice and create 2 skeletons for us. If that's cool.
I am going to get you some tokens here for some skeleton.
Okay. Now,
As long as you carve their names or a number into their skulls so we know which one you're talking about when you reference them.
that's not a bad idea, actually. Gruesome, but not a bad idea.
You're the one that's raising the dead.
Ah, these are just fleshy constructs. Or in this case, it's bony constructs. Oh, I can't open my character sheet for some reason.
On roll 20?
Yeah.
Maybe just refresh roll 20 first and see if that works, and then try.
Yeah.
Sweet. I have noticed that with the new changeover to Jumpgate in 2024, there has been like a slowdown in the character sheet stuff. I don't know why.
I think, and I have no evidence of this, I think it's the 2024 sheet. I don't like it. I wish they would make a way so that the 2014 sheet would be default and you can add 2024 stuff by dragging and dropping it.
Yeah, I think you may be onto something there, to be honest. Because it has been, the issues I've noticed have been since the 2024 sheet has been placed in, so I don't know. Hopefully it'll...
Curious question for our wizard here who likes to play with dead things. Do you actually have speak with dead or no?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I have...
You know who does have Speak with Dead? Your crystal stick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why I have this thing on here.
Oh, like you may have put the added the spells that your items can do.
Okay, so this is why I have the 24th. Thank you. I feel better. I was very confused.
You can talk with animals, plants, and corpses using that pointed stick.
All right, cool. Okay. All right, so I'll cast Animate Dead twice, using my quarterstaff as a focus, and summoning 2 skeletons. How does Disguise Self work? Can I use that on other people or just myself?
I think that's personal, isn't it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
Yes.
How does what work?
This guy self, I believe it's personal, right? For the spell.
Disguise Self.
Yeah, I think it's self only.
Okay.
That's okay. I have extra clothes in my bag.
Oh.
I brought a giant duffel bag full of clothes, and you'll see him probably pull out. He'll look like kind of big digging through it, looking. What size are these guys? Are they medium? Or are they small? Were they?
You the guys that killed them, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I remember what they were. What were they? What kind of skeletons?
The bones. I mean, I think there was like a couple minotaurs, but there was also just a massive pile of just random bones.
Please,
so these are going to be like
medium size, wearing dwarf size clothes, so they have like sexy midriffs and stuff.
so these are going to be So this could be. These are going to be basically like human sized, or are they talking dwarf size?
With booty shorts.
Oh yeah.
I would say since Gunther's a dwarf, probably dwarf sized by default.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, he kind of looks through. It's like some of it looks like rags, like street clothes, but some of it looks pretty fancy. He even pulls out like a couple of dresses.
How revealing are those dresses?
No, they're probably fancy dresses, like things you would go to like a fancy dinner party at.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna question, but now I need to question why he's got those.
I don't think it needs to be covered. I think it's a man can have it.
Just because the idea of going to a fancy thing seems outside of his normal.
I did tell you I was part of a group that did things. Well, this is part of that. So, and he, but he'll kind of lay out for you. Pick what you want.
All right, cool.
For your things. So he'll lay out the fancy stuff. Some of it is more normal clothing and regular street attire, and some of it's like poor people clothing, and then some of it's very fancy clothing.
So he's. I think Gunther is going to look to his party and say, "What do you think is the best way to try and make them look not so skeleton-y?"
The dresses go all the way down. They all go all the way down. So technically they should fit, but covering the top might be trickier. I do have
Just
cloaks with hoods.
Yeah, just need some cloaks with hoods, and then some nice baggy clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want zombies, you can, but as far as mules and attendants, they're slower than skeletons, and they are slower than you guys.
Okay.
But they are faster than Glabagool.
We could animate the zombies and then have Glabagool clean them, and then
So I'm going to, once we've got the skeletons up and running, do we have any bags that they can carry? What do I have? Do I have a bag that I can carry?
You could probably
just like
buy
a
them
backpack?
backpacks.
Yeah, we could just buy them backpacks. That should be fine.
Ooh. I've got a scholar's bag that I can just get one of them, right? But then will I keep my stuff? Fair enough. All right, we'll go and buy them some, I think. Can I also cast on them before we leave? Mage armor. Does anyone else want mage armor? I've got like 4 castings of it.
That's personal, unless you can cast it on your.
No, you can cast that one on other people. But
Mage armor.
can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't normally matter for other people since they wear, armor.
Armor. Yeah.
I
I'm clearly armored, so that wouldn't work for me. So.
That's cool.
The guy with adamantine full plate will not respond to your question. I think it's fairly obvious.
What about everybody else? I'm going to touch the skeleton, so I'll cast it twice.
You will also periodically notice Obzam just like staring at various pieces of the armor and gently massaging it.
Okay.
I would expect it to make sure it's in top working condition.
Yeah, inspecting it. Mm-hmm.
If there's some crappy swords around or something, we can give them a sword.
Would they be able to carry weapons? I don't know what skeletons are able to use, right?
The default skeletons usually have short swords.
Mm-hmm.
And short bows, I think.
Sometimes, yeah.
Have them pick up other bones and use them as clubs.
Yeah, I'm trying to make them not stick out too much. Carrying around bones as weapons is probably a little
wacky. Let me see. I have any random spare weapons? I think I do.
Okay, so each of them.
I was just looking around. This place is covered in bones. I was wondering if there might be an old weapon or something here that also, it might be junk.
Oh, yeah, I think I've got like a maul and a short sword and a couple random things that I don't need anymore.
There are a few weapons in there. There's a couple crappy short swords that were from the other skeletons that you had.
We can give them some short swords.
Yes,
strap some short shorts onto them. There we
go. Cool. So I guess that's all I need to do. So now we've got 2 skeletons. And we've dressed them in some dresses. Is that correct?
Sure. If you want the dresses, go for it.
These are good quality dresses, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've got the party skeletons.
Yeah.
We're just ready to host the world's creepiest dinner party.
How many dresses do you have?
I would imagine he would have at least 3, given what I know of him. Yes, he would have at least 3.
Okay, so you have enough to.
But one is probably for more of a taller human, an actual human. So he probably wouldn't work for that. So you're down to 2 anyways.
That's cool. So they'll wear the 2 dresses. Do they have any hats? I'm gonna have to go shopping for them. I'm sorry.
Cloaks with hoods.
That's fine. I have cloaks with hoods. Yeah, I have cloaks with hoods. He has
cloaks with hoods. You can't see the pretty dresses.
I mean, you could kind of see the pretty dresses, okay? But they're just, they're just hood.
Yeah, that's cool. If I could borrow those, I'll have to purchase you some more. If that's
fine.
Right.
That's fine.
All right. And so I think that's it.
All right. So you go down into this gore pit, animate some skeletons, clean them up, dress them up, cast mage armor, and then go back into town.
Yes. And I should now be surrounded by my special ability, which is Arcane Shield?
Yep, Arcane Shield.
Okay. Because Mage Armor is a abjuration spell. So I'm sitting pretty at the moment.
Not as pretty as 1 and 2.
Are we going to just number them, or are we going to name them?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're your minions.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Lisa and
minions. What do you
Janet.
want to name?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 1, Roxy. Sorry. 1, Roxy.
I've just got Roxanne playing through my head.
Number 2, Foxy. Or maybe that's too close to Roxy. Soxy? Yeah,
Sounds like Trixie. You could do Trixie.
Sozzy.
Saucy?
Roxy and Sozzy. There we go. Come on, Roxy. Come on, Sozzy. On we go. They're just going to walk in front of us a little bit. Probably about 10 feet in front of us. Just leading the way.
All right, where are you headed to then?
We still had to do a little shopping, and then did you say we had to go to the place?
That would be tomorrow, unless we're fast tracking.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we'll do some shopping. Potions and other things. I don't know how many potions we have. How many potions do we actually?
We have 4 potions greater healing, 12 regular. I keep a relatively up-to-date list in like the found treasure. The first post there, I just keep editing that with the to-do list.
Oh, nice.
I don't think there's necessarily anything I need.
Okay, so that is an updated list. That's not your original. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I have that in like a text file that I modify as we play, and then I periodically just copy and paste that into that first.
If I may remind you,
I should put a date on there. So.
And it should get pinned.
Don't get used or get used infrequently. There is a necklace of fireballs that is now missing 2, I think.
Yeah,
I used it twice.
You have a wand of magic missiles that rarely gets used in case you wanted to try to sell it, trade it, or find something else.
Can I have that? The wand of magic missiles, if that's alright.
Sure.
Now, can skeletons use a wand of magic missiles?
Good lord.
No.
No. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't think they can activate magic items.
Okay, that's cool. Now I know someone was using it. So what happened in a previous game is that someone was using their familiar to activate it, and I let it go. But
I think familiars can.
Yeah, familiars.
I think there's something in familiars that they can use your spells or channel through you and stuff like that, but I'm not positive.
yeah, cool. That's cool. No, that's just a note to myself. Don't be so forgiving.
Punish them.
Yeah, if that's okay, I'm gonna
Punish them all.
So I'm going to have the magic missile wand on my hip.
Sure.
Just as ready when I need it. Sorry.
Yeah. And also on there are a variety of just like odd magic items, like potion of water breathing, potion of vitality, a filter of love. If anyone wants to be the one hanging on to those, let me know. I just have them there because not sure what else to do with them.
Assume if they're not, if they're not grabbed, then they would be just in the bag, I imagine. Because I don't think you would actively need a filter of love for any reason per se. On hand in that sense.
What does it do?
It makes someone charmed. It's a love potion.
We're going to meet the king, so perhaps I'm not saying we should. I'm just saying maybe one of you guys should take one for the team.
No, we're definitely not doing that.
All right, just putting it out there. That's one way to use
it. Now I'll point out, it does not make other people charmed by you. It makes whoever drinks it charmed by the people they see.
I see. Oh.
Yeah, it's a roofie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We got wizard roofies. I don't remember where we got them, but we have them now.
Let's go to the potion shop, and we can, since we don't really need more healing potions, and I can heal, and you have tons of healing potions here. Let's see what other kind of potions they have. Maybe they have something of
How many
interest.
stacks of $300 diamonds do we have?
How many what, sorry?
$300 diamonds.
We've got just the one right now.
Wouldn't it be terrible? We'll have at least one more.
Although we do have a pile of random gemstones that I don't know the value of in that list.
Shall Shall
which
get
does
possibilities
include a
tonight.
diamond.
And is there a spell shop? Spell shop? Or a place where I can buy spells, perhaps?
Or buy spell scrolls? Yeah. There's one of those.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
there are a few of those.
I've gotten Obzam is one of their best customers.
Nice. All right, cool.
I have, let me just check, something like 20, 30 spell scrolls just tucked away.
Oh, nice. I don't want to take those spell scrolls because that seems like some hoarding behavior, and I want to encourage that. I want to enable it. I'm an
If you
enabler.
want one of those sea invisibility ones, then you can for sure have that.
Yeah, cool. Yes, please. And now, can I put that into my spell book if I do get one of those?
You need to, I think you need to pay like 50 gold per level of the spell on materials to transcribe it, and then like some number of hours. But if you want some money from the party fund to do that, then absolutely.
Okay, so
that's what it's there for.
If that's all right, I can try and transcribe that into my book. If that's all right, Mr. DM. When we're finishing up for the day, if that's cool.
Yeah, for each level, it's 2 hours and 50 gold piece.
Okay,
So for
cool.
a level 2 spell, it'd be 4 hours and 100 gold pieces.
Is that alright with you guys? And then I can cast it, and I think I can cast it on other people as well, right?
No, I think that one's personal.
I think it's person. I have it as well,
Yeah.
but I think it's person.
Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, that's cool.
Okay, but yeah, you said you want another diamond, and we're going to the potion shop. I'm just curious what they have there. Maybe with something of interest.
All right, potions.
Do they have the enhance? Oh, sorry. What's the one when you grow big? The spell when you grow
Enlarge.
When you
Enlarge,
enlarge?
reduce.
Enlarge. Yep.
Do
Enlarge
they have?
reduce.
Do they have the enlarge potions? Here, in the potion
There
store?
aren't any of those available.
That's cool. All good.
Basically, all the Duragar can do it naturally, so
Ah,
nobody feels the
Who
need.
would bother turning it into?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That's cool.
And
Would they have
also,
that
with it
spell though?
with it being
Oh,
a
spell
Drugar
scroll.
city, like everything would be built for
Yeah.
their size.
Do they have the spell scroll of enlarge reduce? And would I be able to purchase it?
They might have that.
Yes.
Reduce is still useful.
Give me a charisma roll.
Yeah. So this would be ability check,
Yes.
correct? 12. Not great. Better than a punch in the face.
I think we have a. Oh no, we do have someone with good charisma. Yeah, we got a sorcerer.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I was just thinking about like, do we have anyone who knows how to talk to anyone? But Obzam talks to people. He just has 8 charisma while doing it.
It's good enough.
Mine's not bad. I have a 15 charisma.
Okay.
I'm just going to use the bathroom. Be back in a sec. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, they wouldn't have those potions. But let's see. Yeah, I'm just curious what kind of potions they might have. Unless this is like one of those I have to look them up and tell you if they do or not have, or what.
No,
So
hold
I
on.
can do that if you want to. Okay, cool.
All right. In this merchant, and it's not a potion shop, it's somebody that actually has a few of little things of here and there. She tells you that she currently has available one oil of etherealness, one potion of heroism, here I'll type it out,
Potion of heroism.
Yep, hard to go wrong with temporary hit points and resistance to fear. Is what that does, right?
Yeah, it's the temporary hit
There.
point. And
one
then
heroism, one oil of etherealness, one potion of fire resistance, and one potion of psychic resistance.
I think we already have one of psychic resistance. So
We do.
I mean, can't hurt with a potion of fire resistance. So
No. I mean, we got a pile of money. You wanna try to negotiate for it then?
yeah, sure.
What were the gems that you did not have?
If you look in
You
that
said there was
post,
something like a
there's
pile of gems.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, there's. If you want me to tell you where they came from, I'm afraid that's no longer possible. 5 obsidian gemstones. I think we might have gotten those from the giants, but
Some of these are not represented.
Is there like a total
Oh.
value for them? Is that what it is?
No,
Not
I have 2
specifically.
separate lists here, and each list that I have has a different assortment of gems. So I'm not sure which one they came from or a mix here, so...
I think that might be a mix of several.
Alright, I will give you numbers. Write them down. The 2 black onyxes are 50 gold each.
Okay.
The diamond is 500 gold piece.
Alright.
The pearls are 100 gold piece. The ambers are 100 gold piece. The amethyst, garnets, jades, and spinels are all 100 gold pieces each. As is the tourmaline.
Just all the rest of them are 100 each.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
And these relatively easy to cash out, or is that going to be a better for?
And the
The
sapphire from.
It says it's 1,000 for the blue sapphire, right?
Yeah,
Oh, from the stone.
We have two. We have two
No, yeah.
different sapphires.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a
The stone
different
keep.
sapphire.
The stone speaker's Hengram. Right. Yeah.
That one's also 1,000 gold
Okay.
piece.
Those like, unless we're going to spend the money, I think I might just hang on to those. Like those are big shiny, and I think the diamond also will hang on to. So let me just.
Yeah, diamond. Some things need diamond dust, so.
Yeah. We could get somebody to turn it into diamond
And the
dust.
obsidian gemstones. Do you know what those are worth?
I might need to look for those. Do you remember where those might be from?
I think those were from the stone giants, like when we first helped out the first guy. But I'm not sure.
I think those are 10 gold each.
Okay. That sounds about right for an obsidian gemstone. Alright. Alright, if I just go ahead and cross those all off and just add the cash? Or...
Sure.
Alright. Alright.
Oh yeah. If I did want to pick up Revivify, it picks up 300 gold piece diamond.
That is the reason I think we had a 300 gold piece diamond.
Okay. I didn't memorize it yet because I didn't know we had it. So, but that might be worth memorizing.
Yeah, I will. You can hang on to the diamonds just in case it matters.
That's cool. If I could find a trader, I could trade out for 2 that are just 300 instead of the 1 500, because it'd be a waste to just give me a 500 and then consume the whole thing.
Yes, you can buy diamonds and trade to get different values in the same, or different amounts of diamonds in the same value, rather.
Okay. Yeah.
So 2 300 gold pieces of diamonds and 200 gold, I guess.
Yeah. You'll do that way. That's fine. Okay. And then I want the fire resistance and the potion of heroism, I think. I don't know if does anyone want the potion of Ethereal or the oil of Etherealness? It takes like 10 minutes to put. Well, no, we have to buy it. I'm just saying, like trying to think.
I thought it was free. If that was the case, I would definitely take it.
No, this is a buying.
Oh, okay, no, then no.
But yeah, I think the heroism one. I mean, I give out a lot of temps, but if I run out, then or if you guys, somebody is wanting to stay far away, then it's still useful. Plus, it gives bless, I think, so it's got some uses.
Etherealness does?
Not Etherealness, a potion of heroism.
The fire resistance and psychic resistance, if you want those.
Yeah, I would actually.
They are each 300 gold pieces.
Okay.
The heroism is 180.
I think we have enough of this, right? Looks like we have a lot.
We have somewhere in the vicinity of 6,000 gold.
Okay.
The oil of etherealness is 2,000.
Oh, yeah, I can see why. I mean, it's cool going ethereal and everything, but I don't think it's worth that much. Yeah, I guess we'll take both the resistance potions and then the heroism potion. So by subtracting, you said 140 for the heroism. Yeah, so subtract out 640. I guess
It's 180 for the heroism.
180. I'm sorry, 680. Sorry, so subtract out 680 then for the
680.
potions.
Yep, got it.
So now we have 2 of the psychic resistance, just in case, because we are in the Underdark, and there are pesky things that like to do psychic. So who knows? And 1 fire resistance potion. So and the potion of heroism. There we go. We've added to our.
Cool.
As far as magic items go, I can't use anything that uses any of my attunement slots because those are all filled. Mr. Wizard, are all your attunement slots filled?
Good question. I don't know. How do I tell?
At the bottom of your inventory list, as you go down, there should be a place that says attunement, and there should be whether or not you can have up to 3. So.
I'm actually over, I think. Oh no!
I don't think it'll let you go over, but.
Oh no, I got 3.
Oh, you do have 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Just checking.
No.
What items do you have on you?
I have a Sylvan Talon Dagger, a Parapet of Wound Closure, and the Staff of Swarming Insects.
Oh yeah, we gave you the staff. It's the dagger.
I have no idea.
Sounded really cool though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which one was it?
Sylvan Talon Dagger.
So everybody should be able to use the compendium on Roll20. Up there on the top, it looks like the 3 books on a bookshelf.
Mm-hmm.
The Sylvan Talon. While it is on your person, you understand the non-written communications of all Fae, and they understand yours. And as a magic action, you can use the weapon to cast message once per day.
Oh, that's cool.
Required attunement?
It does not require attunement.
Oh. Yeah, it shouldn't be on your attunement list.
It's on my attunement list.
Click off the attunement thing then. I don't know why.
Okay.
It is possible that it is mislisted on that. Silver Talon. No, I guess it does require attunement.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
The compendium doesn't always reflect attunement properly for some reason.
Cool.
Okay, so you can chat with Fae creatures and use message once a day. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Cute. Okay. Yeah. So unless there's an extra wand or something else that doesn't require attunement, don't think there'd be any magic items that we're interested in. Assuming I believe everyone else. I think attunement slots are all filled up. If I'm correct on that matter.
Yep. With some pretty good shit.
Yeah, because I took the stone speaker crystal, so that filled my last slot. So
Cool.
Other things for sale that may or may not require attunement, just in case. There is a wand of pyrotechnics,
right.
a veteran's cane, and a blood spear. Blood spear requires attunement.
What is the veterans?
It's a cane that you can turn into a longsword and back again.
Okay, so it's just like it's a
Concealed
secret
weapon.
concealed weapon.
Which, that's nice and all, but I can conjure a lightsaber at will, so. As long as it's on my plane of existence, I can't be disarmed.
Yeah. I don't think I need
With
that. I mean, it's cool.
the blood
Some-
spear,
yeah.
when you hit with a melee attack using it and reduce the target to 0 hit points, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
But
Not
it requires attunement. Simple weapon.
Yeah. How much is the cane?
100 gold pieces.
I want the cane.
Sure.
I have an idea of where it could be useful in certain circumstances, and it's 100 gold pieces. What the hell?
Impulse buy at the correct checkout line at Target. Grab a 100 gold magic item.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're holding onto the cane?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I've updated the party fund, also I organized it so it doesn't just look like my unhinged notes. And also, if anyone wants to be holding any of these potions in particular, like you want to be hanging on to these just in case, then, or any of the random magic items, then let me know.
Do we have any healing potions? Like
Oh yeah. We've got regular healing potions and greater healing potions. Go ahead and take 2 regular and 1 grading, mark them on your sheet, and I'll take them out of the party fund.
say that again, sir.
We've got a whole bunch. Go ahead and take 2 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing potion, and mark them on your sheet, and then I'll take them out of the party fund.
Thank you, sir. Oh, how do I take them from the compendium? Is that where I'm supposed to take them from?
You can. You would type it into the compendium, it would bring up a list, and then you would drag that particular...
Okay. Here we go. Got it. 1, 2. Greater healing, correct?
Yeah, greater.
Alright, cool. Thank you, sir. Done. So I should have added 2 of the normal and 1 of the greater.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I'll take a couple of the regulars. I mean, I don't need them as much since I heal myself, but you never.
The veteran's cane has a command word. And the command word for your veteran's cane is on the ropes.
I don't get it.
Isn't it more like a phrase?
Yeah, that's a phrase.
That's...
So you say on the ropes and it'll change from a cane into a longsword or back.
Nice. Do skeletons see in the dark?
Skeletons. Have dark vision 60 feet, yes.
Okay, cool. Alright, that's all good. I don't have to buy them a lantern.
Just put the lantern in their skull,
That would be cool, actually. And then
or
they
like
just
a
leave.
little candle mounted on something in there.
Like a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
I like that.
Have somebody cast
Leave it.
continual flame.
Quick, find a scroll, scribe it, make it happen.
Alright, done.
Alright, so any other shopping for mundane or gems or anything like that?
Oh, I'll just buy like a month's worth of food to keep in the portal hole, I guess.
The month's worth of food you can, but it's going to be at a 20% upcharge.
Oh no.
They are running low on supplies, so.
Okay, yeah.
Seems like that's a them problem.
Alright, it's like a month's worth of food for 5 people. How much is that going to set me back?
It's gonna be a lot.
City rations are
So
5
what are
silver, so that'd be 150, so that'd be 75 gold, and then 20% upcharge. We'll go ahead and call that 90.
One of the benefits of having zombies would have been that we would have had rations on the hoof, so to speak.
No, no.
I'm just saying. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying. You know, I don't know. Like, is it? I don't think it's even possible for me to animate an animal, right? So we'd have to eat humans, like, or humanoids. Like, you know, I'll scarf down a kobold, sure. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Just something to think about. Right? Just something
I've
to
been
think
very hungry. I don't think I've quite gotten that hungry yet.
Okay. All right, Gunther's got a lot going on. He's got a lot going on. Hasn't seen the light of
no.
day for a while.
I don't think I would scarf down.
I mean,
kobold.
I'll be honest,
Weird.
it's entirely possible I ate kobold. We didn't ask too much about what was in the meals the Drow were giving us, but...
True.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We probably at some point would have eaten some kind of intelligent humanoid. Just, you know, sheer mathematics. That's statistics, right?
And then Zahndohr over there is just like, you know, all food is equally disgusting. What's the difference? You know?
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you guys about what's Zahndohr's deal.
Oh, well, he's comes from the astral plane, you know. And biological functions are optional there.
Is that right?
And well, it's been bothering him ever since.
Oh. Yeah, having to force something out of you every 34 hours.
Yes,
Is probably,
interesting perspective on things. Never thought about how odd it is until you consider what it would be like if you didn't have to. You know, it's one of those things you get used to.
Whoa, Gunther's going to look towards Zahndohr and just say, "I'm sorry. I'm really, truly sorry." So what is our next steps, my friends?
Well, next I think we'll meet with the king below and see where to go from there. Then I think we were planning on heading to heading to Blingdenstone next.
Is it? Do you think it's a faux pas if I bring the skeletons along with us? Should I leave them back at our?
Is that something I would know? I've been around a while.
It's probably not proper etiquette for social meetings like that.
And they stay.
Yeah, maybe you just keep them in the hole.
Okay.
Back in the hole.
Is that the hole where we got them from?
No. Just the portable hole that I.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna gather them up, Sozzy and Roxy, into the hole. Come on, and we'll just kind of like get them to get in, and then I'm gonna tell them to just lay there until I command you to come out. So just
because you need like 6 hours to scribe your scroll thing, right? For your see invisibility. Is it? Wait, no, it's second level, right? 4 hours.
Well, yeah, 4 hours, and it costs 100 GP, right? Was I also able to find a large reduce spell scroll?
Oh yeah, he was asking.
Oh,
they didn't.
yes.
They didn't have that one because of the Dwargar.
No, they did not have it in potion form. They did have it in spell form.
Okay.
Charge you 200 gold for it.
Is that alright if I can grab that as well from the party funds?
Yeah, sure.
So the reason I want it is that I want to use it to make our big guys bigger. Does that make sense? Like, is that a good fit?
Given how we've had to eat gross mushrooms to shrink to fit people into places, having the spell could be helpful.
Okay, cool. All right, that's all good.
Also, it must suck to really have to like spend all this time and effort and money and resources to like learn magic instead of just being able to do it.
You make a valid point. How do you discover your magical abilities?
In the ancient words of my people, I get good.
I see. Your people are wise and most elucid
And enlightened.
Enlightened.
It's amazing what you can get done when you don't have to spend so much of your day eating and sleeping and that other thing.
Yes, yeah. You've honestly you've raised my eyes to an issue that I never considered. It is kind of the theft of time, isn't it, when you have to go and make an ablution? Yes.
It is.
What do you do with all your time in the astral plane? Surely your people must be
enriching ourselves with education and practice and expanding our minds in a way that you're not ready to understand yet.
I see. And obviously, once you reach the certain milestone, there must be many of you who are archmages and great thinkers and perhaps even legendary warriors.
Sadly, not as many as there should be, given as our constant war against the Illithids keeps driving us to war and violence.
So you too have a mark against the Illithid. Your people, sorry, I should say.
Yes, there was horrible atrocities done to my people by them. Can't trust a single one of them.
No. How could you trust something that wants to eat your brain? Still, it is good to know that your people are out there. Obviously, your people are bringers of good, correct?
When Gunther mentions the can't trust the Illithids, basically, Xander just kind of motions to him and looks at everybody else like, fucking told you so. Like, this guy gets it.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to put out my badge, which has no Illithids allowed.
Like, all about them zombies, but Illithids. That is a thing, though. That is one unfortunate aspect about the astral plane is that, and he'll just look over at Roxy and Soxy and just like, one more gross biological thing that doesn't happen there.
Death doesn't happen there?
Uh, this part of it doesn't really happen there.
I see. What an interesting plane the astral plane is. You must take me there once we have freed ourselves from the bounds of the Underdark.
I wish for nothing more than to go back there and be free of this horrific place.
Then I shall dedicate my time, my friend, to finding us a way to get back to the astral plane. Perhaps a spell of some sort will be able to get us there.
He just reaches up to adjust the like face mask that he wears that lets him see in the darkness here. He's totally not wiping away a tear of like, yes, that's another gross biological thing that he doesn't partake in.
Gunther is kind of intrigued now by the thought of living forever in a realm where you cannot age and you cannot die,
And you don't have to poop.
and you don't have to partake in the biological urges of the.
Think about. I guess don't think about it too much, considering it's gross.
Yes, you have lit a fire within Gunther. I think Gunther is now kind of coming around to moving to the astral plane. Perhaps that's something that he can get on board with, and he can at least find a way to send you back and travel with you. So he's going to start
all of the research materials you could ever want, and you would have all of the time to learn magic in your way.
He is very intrigued by this. You have got a potential lifelong friend.
You've recruited him.
Because it's going to be super long on the astral plane.
Let's not go that far. Lifelong, oh boy.
Well, it depends on how good that
It could be
filter of
thousands
love
of
is.
years.
Love, yes, there you go.
But yeah, so Gunther is going to start thinking about that and start thinking about ways to make that happen. Traveling to the astral plane, exploring it, developing some kind of maybe stronghold there. Yes, he's stroking at his beard as he's thinking about this.
That evening, as you guys are discussing this, and Gunther's probably getting ready to start scribing his spells with the meeting in the morning, there is the sound of conflict, fighting outside of your inn.
Not again.
There are shouts of alarm that you hear in Dwarvish. Seems to be the Stone Guard. Perhaps you hear heavy boot steps outside of your inn running. They seem to be heading or coming from the lake shore.
Oh no. We should go find out what's happening.
Oh.
Have I started my scribing?
No, not yet.
Okay. In that case, I am going to look over to my companions and say, "Is this worth us even looking?"
Yes, it might be something really bad.
Yeah. Is this what happened last time?
More or less.
Oh boy.
I mean, it could be any number of things, but
We were-
there's a possibility it's the really bad one. Let's just get everything packed up and then go see what's happening.
Okay.
Gunther is going to take this note of worry, and he's going to pack all his stuff up quickly, efficiently, and prepare to head outside.
Getting
I'm just going to follow
outside,
everybody else.
it becomes quickly apparent that there is battle happening on the lakeshore. Not very widespread at the moment, but on... Let's see, you guys are still on this map, right? Yeah. or so Koatoa.
Time to go.
And what's oddly about these Koatoa, besides two of them that seem to be kind of floating a few inches or feet off of the ground, suspended in the air, all of these Koatoa have two heads.
I mean, he might not be here yet. This might just be
His advance.
them.
Who's not here yet?
The big one. The big one with two heads. The Demon Lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there's a.
feel like we informed him of that in the previous place, or did we not?
Don't
I think
remember.
you vaguely said something about it, but not much. So Gunther's like, oh, okay, well that's not great.
Destroy the
back up.
Koatoa city. I mean,
Yep. And, glancing off to the side, as far as this is, you see other small skirmishes happening up by the docks and further on.
Oh,
So
it's an invasion. Okay, Yep,
What's the plan here?
we leave.
yeah.
Right?
This is a losing battle, right? That's my understanding.
No, right now it's not a losing battle.
Right
No,
now
I'm
it
talking to
isn't.
them.
If
Yeah, I'm talking to them.
if the big one is coming, then it's a lost cause. If the big one isn't coming, then actually I'm not sure. I mean, this place does have defenses. It has a dragon. This might be a place that could stop him, isn't it?
I was about to ask if we see the dragon.
Not currently, no.
I don't see a dragon, my friend.
There is one in the
I mean,
city.
Yeah.
Is
He's
there?
around. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's around.
Or is he fucked off like we all should?
I doubt it.
The dragon
Yet, at
does
least.
live on the far southern side of the city, and he is a bit hefty, and it takes him a little bit to get around.
But they also have a pretty large military here, and
Yeah.
um,
If we see any sign of the big one, then we leave. But until then,
How about?
Yeah, I suppose.
And
Should
as
we-
you're looking and kind of glancing and discussing this, one of those floating Koatoa just kind of slowly gets to a point where it slumps to the ground dead, and another one off to the side seems to kind of get stuck and start moving slowly and float a little bit. And since it's in motion, you can see Glabagul up there with the Duragar fighting the Koatoa.
Okay, well, I guess maybe we should contribute to the defense.
I mean, should we? Half the reason he's sentient is probably because of the things that happened. So he's probably going out of this world the same way he came into it.
Yeah.
Screaming?
Maybe. I don't know. I think I've actually ever heard him scream, but
Okay. Sorry,
my vote is to assemble our things and get out.
Okay.
But I will
Not unreasonable, but I think we should stay until there's just actually a sign that the big one is here. I think there's a potential that the meeting with the king tomorrow might be quite important.
Okay. I support that. So Gunther is going to withdraw his wand of magic missiles.
very familiar.
And assist in
Yeah.
battle.
Yeah, he's going to shoot the nearest Kotor.
Okay.
One that isn't being eaten by what's his name, Gabaglu or whatever his name is. I'm trying to aid the defense, essentially.
yeah, I'll probably just cast Moonbeam and just have it moving around the battlefield.
Yeah.
Just
You guys can-
randomly annihilating things.
Easily hop into the defense. It does not take long to put down the Koatoa, and as far as any of the the military-minded, and the Duragar are probably discussing this, at least because some of them are more military-minded. One of them's like, this, after it's over, does not seem like an invasion, almost like scouting or fleeing from something.
Is this somebody that we've interacted with before?
One of them, sure. One of the Duragar there is one of the ones that were present when that first giant went two-headed on you.
Gotcha. So I'll just call a little sidebar group huddle. Like, should we tell them about
Might as well.
everything?
I mean,
I think
whether it helps or not, at least they'll know what's coming.
Yeah.
I'd rather we tell the King tomorrow and let him break the news. I'm not sure how.
Well, at least tell them that they should be expecting a larger
Yeah.
force at some point.
Yeah.
I mean,
They should be expecting
we
more,
probably don't
yes.
have to tell them it's going to be a
Demon.
Yeah.
Lord.
but
We could say a large beast, right?
yeah, you could call it a large beast with a
Fine.
larger.
Technically gargantuan, I believe.
So maybe some kind of kraken. Have you ever seen a kraken?
No, we shouldn't lie about what it is. I think that would be worse.
A gargantuan beast, then.
Yeah, a gargantuan beast with a potentially larger army of these things.
All right. That sounds good. Did we look good while we were fighting off the Kotor? Because that's one of the other things that Gunther likes. He likes to be cool.
Did what?
Did we
Did
look
we
cool?
look
show.
cool? Did we look cool when we were helping to fight off the Kotor?
You looked as cool as you could make yourself.
Cool. That's very cool. Alright. So we're talking to this guy? This
Guard.
guard, sorry?
He is
Sure.
there, yes.
You should be planning for more of these and potentially a larger force. The Kuatoa city, with the name, blah, 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 blah. That one, it was destroyed by some kind of monster, and
A
Huge
giant
monster.
these things were corrupted by it. If there's some, there maybe you should plan for more.
Do you have a navy of some kind? Perhaps that would help.
We do have some, yes.
It may be a good idea to get them down here and patrolling the waters. And then Gunther's going to slap him on the shoulder and say, "Talk to my friends," and then just kind of walk away. Walk away looking, but while looking cool, as he's walking away.
Considering
I just
something
need-
like this happened to the Giants recently, too, it's, yes, worth looking into.
I just gotta use the bathroom, be back in a second.
This isn't a looking into kind of situation. This is you got any reserve guards? You got any fortifications you can set up? You have any emergency measures? You get as many of them ready as you can.
He is
Meaning if
nodding
this is-
like you are speaking sense, but he is also glancing at the wide expanse of shoreline.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know how you defend a place like this.
I would just go under the assumption that you are guaranteed to have an attack coming soon. Do what you need to do.
Yes, I will go speak to my commander. He shouts out some orders, and it looks like they are starting to gather the bodies into piles so that they could burn them.
Oh, I would have healed any injured guards as well. So
And then, after a moment, Glavagul seems to start to go and engulf the piles of bodies, and I guess we don't need to burn them.
He just gets slightly larger with every body.
Oh yeah, have you met Glabagul?
He's very handy.
Who are you asking that?
The guard person that was like we were just talking to.
Met? No. It's rather odd. It talked, though?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he does
What's
that.
that?
Or they do that, I guess, technically.
I have heard... I thought they were farcical rumors from some of the younglings running around, but now that I don't think they were so farcical.
Oh yeah, no, they're real for sure. Don't have a... I would say I wish I could explain more, but I don't think any explanation is truly going to do it for you. They seem harmless, though, for whatever that's worth.
As a body starts to disintegrate.
It was already dead.
Harmless to the living. As long as you're clear about what is,
If
What-
it's like other cubes, I wouldn't say harmless.
No, but at least you can explain it what to eat and what not to eat
Yeah.
compared to other cubes. It's very useful. Anyways, yeah, we gotta go. Good luck fortifying this place.
Thank you. So the rest of the evening passes. Gunther, you can scribe your spell.
Cool. Which was See Invisible?
I think that was the one you had. Yeah, well, you had that one, and you had the
Enlarge, reduce.
enlarge reduce is also second level, or no?
Yeah, I think they are.
So yeah, so you need
Total of 8 hours, so probably only one of them tonight.
choose which one you want.
See Invisibility.
Okay, and then you can do the next one the next night or whatever when you get another 4 hours of chill time.
Later that night, getting within proximity of your inn, you guys can start to hear Glabagul.
Oh.
Yes,
Come in,
I think that I recognize you. You're here.
Yes. Did you need something?
No, but I'm a weird. I don't. Something is calling me.
Oh, you can hear a voice.
Voice? No, not like this. Like, I remember feeling before when flesh would be too close. Maybe. Not the same, but pulling me.
Like you feel like you have to go somewhere?
Yes. Maybe.
And where's this pull coming from? The water?
No.
Where?
I don't know. Far off? Far.
Oh, right. You wouldn't really know the direction.
Not close enough for me to talk back to it. It is maybe in the water, maybe past the water. I don't know. Um,
I mean, in that
I don't
general
think
direction.
I have to go in that direction, though.
Oh, to answer the call.
Yeah. I've never done this before.
You should probably not answer that call. And just not go. A thing calling you is probably not a good thing.
I have the feeling that there might be more like me.
Oh,
Maybe.
wait. Maybe it's not that kind of calling. That's weird.
Yeah, it's new. But everything is new.
It's true. What direction would you travel if not into the water if you were to follow this call?
That direction.
Oh boy. Okay. I will point until he says yes.
You're
But,
inside
the
the
thing-
inn and he is outside the inn. He has no idea.
Okay. I will. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Babagle's acting weird. Give me a second. Let me go down. I go downstairs. Okay. I'll start pointing. Tell me when to stop, and tell me if that's the direction you'll go if you were to listen to the call. And I'll do that slow, like walking in a circle with my finger pointed out.
So right now it is, for sake of distance here, or direction, we'll say that you guys are on this side of the inn.
Okay.
And you're pointing towards the building, towards the south around, and it's not until you get to, like, that direction that, yeah, that way.
Okay.
And he actually
kind
starts
of.
to move that way a little bit, and then
Oh wait.
not
Wait.
that way again anymore.
Oh. It moved.
It seems to change.
Okay. Is it relatively in the same direction, kind of thing? And I'll kind of. Oh wait.
He seems
Oh.
to start moving in a direction that, if you kind of look past him, it's free of any obstacles for some distance anyway.
So more kind of westward, assuming the map is
it
correct.
the direction that the Kuatoa came from?
No.
No,
Well,
it's not. Strange. I'd be curious.
I get the
Hey,
feeling that it might take me a long time, though.
Oh. Obzam,
What's going on?
come here real quick.
Yeah. I'll head on down.
Wait, they actually have like a map, right? Or is that just for our sake?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Pull up the map. I need to see it.
Okay. I'll get out the map.
Yeah. Can you pull out the big map?
The big map. You don't have that big map.
Oh, we don't. I thought we. Okay.
Oh, we
right.
don't.
The maps you have are kind of sketched and.
We have Obzam's notes, which are extensive and detailed, but are not
Okay.
quite
Okay.
big
Okay.
maps.
So the map is for us players, but it's
Yeah,
not
that
something
map
the
is for you
characters have.
players.
Okay. So I will kind of point to the direction. Do you might know what might be that direction? Is there a city? Where's the city that we're going to?
There
let's
are
see.
two potentials. One of them is kind of northish, and both of them are northish. One is northwestish, one is northeastish.
Northwest and northeast.
Yeah, more north than anything, but one is off towards the west and one is off towards the east.
Oh,
he's-
well.
He's feeling like he's getting called in that general direction.
That direction, there'd be the Neverlight Grove, or perhaps Blingdenstone?
Oh, so we're heading in that direction anyways.
Yes. Yes, that was the direction we were going to go.
You want him to follow us until we decide to split with him?
I
Assuming he wants to
suppose?
try. I mean, do you want to answer this call?
Are you asking him or me?
Asking him.
Okay.
Oh, what'd you ask him?
Do you want to answer this call?
I don't know. Right now, I don't have to go, but maybe I will.
Some level.
I've never had this before.
We are going to be leaving in that general direction probably later today, technically, right? After the meeting with the king.
Yeah, well, the next morning. It's still nighttime, but
The next morning. Okay, yeah. Later tomorrow at some point. We could check with you first, and if you want to. I mean, he moves really, really slow, though, doesn't he?
yeah, yes, he moves very slow.
Does he? Can he absorb bone?
Yes.
Eventually, right?
Well,
it just takes this long. That takes the longest time, right?
Absorb it. He can dissolve it.
Okay.
Yeah, it just takes the longest time, I think. So
I was going to suggest having the skeletons carry him, but if that's the case, then it's all good. He can walk or slide. Slime. He can slime.
yeah. I mean, we're not. I don't know. We'll talk about it, but we'll be going in that general direction. So it's up to you. Maybe you can follow us, but I'm not sure about our pacing. You do walk. You do go a little bit slower than the rest of us. Something to think about.
Yeah, I could go. You could go. I don't know.
Okay. Think about it, and we'll talk more about it
Don't think
tomorrow.
I want to stay here if you leave, though. Anyway.
I wouldn't suggest you stay here either. I have bad feelings about things. Mostly by the docks. Bad place. Stay away from the docks. Okay. We are going to so check with us tomorrow. We're going to go visit the king first, so maybe in the afternoonish. I don't know. Yeah, I think our meeting's early in the morning, right? Roughly.
Yeah, there was no set time, but yeah, the Giants were going to go in the morning.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to go in the morning. So maybe somewhere in the afternoon, come back and check with us. We'll probably be leaving maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow in the afternoon, depending on the circumstances, or the next morning, depending on, again, what the king says and things like that. So we can, so think about it, and I'll talk to the rest of them, and if they don't mind slowing down, we could walk together, but we'll see. Is this speed like a 10?
Be a what?
Is his speed like a 10? Like
Yeah.
how fast does he actually go? Okay, yeah.
Their speed is 10.
That's what I thought.
Did we get him on top of like a floating disc?
It'd have to be stone. Made of stone.
I mean, that's just made of arcane energy.
Or glass.
Oh, sure.
Oh, like a tensor's floating disc.
Yeah, tensor floating disc.
Yeah. Oh wait, do you have that spell? Wait. What, I don't know what level that
I was
is.
thinking if we could. It's probably too small and too weak for that.
Yeah, tensor's floating disc I think is too small, isn't it? Plus, I think it is
I
pretty.
I could cast Long Strider on him.
How long does that last?
I think just it's the last 8 hours or 1 hour.
It's not a bad idea.
One hour. Okay.
Why don't
I mean,
we
not
travel
awful.
by boat?
By the way, what, sir?
Why don't we travel by boat? Because it's on a big lake, right?
That's true. Yeah, we do have. I
You
mean,
do have a full.
why don't we travel by boat? Mutant Kuatoa and a Demon Lord. But
Oh.
it still might be a good idea to get speed.
I forgot about those guys. Sorry.
I mean, it still might be a good idea, despite all that.
It's certainly an
Yeah.
option that we have in case,
Because
we need to get
getting
away.
there
If it
would,
see that it's
tougher, right? Because
it's
of the-
potentially dangerous, but it also might be a lot faster than trying to move our way through the tunnels. So the tunnels aren't necessarily safer. Less places to run there.
and a chance to get lost if we don't know our way around.
Right,
Yeah.
there are a lot of channels and locks and stuff. So the lake itself is multi-leveled. And the way you came from Slubadop is not necessarily the way you would go to get to either Neverlight Grove or Blingdenstone, right?
Okay.
So, in theory, the chances of running into the two-headed guy or more Kuatoa are slimmer because you'd be going in a different direction, technically.
Okay. Yeah, but we can't obviously take him on the boat because I'm assuming. Well,
But we
it's magical.
can. Well, you can't. But he can float, and then you just attach a rope to him and pull him along behind you, which I think we did before.
Would we be able to buy a boat here?
We have a boat.
We
the
have
floating boat.
a magic folding boat.
Folding
With
boat,
it
right?
being magical, could he actually dissolve it, or?
I don't think he could, right? Magical things he wouldn't dissolve, right?
Folding boat's-
Probably
folding boat's
not.
pretty big, right? It is pretty big. So at when you fold it out to its largest thing, I think it can take 12 people.
Yeah,
Correct me
he
if
could
I'm
probably
wrong.
fit on it. Yeah, but you said he floats in. He floats in the water. So
He can float, yeah, or he can go along the bottom. But he's still slow.
Yeah. If he's on a boat with us, I mean, we could always put a raft out the back and just tie it off, and he can just sit on that.
but he'd be burned through it eventually. So that's why I said the floating boat is the only thing magical. So unless it's some sort of enchanted wood or something. So yeah. So unless it's a magical, enchanted, thing, I think he would eventually go through it.
Well, why are we trying to get Gabagui to come with us? Is that his name?
Because they don't want to
Sorry.
have to put him down when he goes crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't be here when it happens, so does it matter?
Yeah, I mean, and he's gonna go. He's gonna leave anyways on his own. It'll just take him a really, really long time to where he's gonna go. And plus, two things. If this is a weird calling from the crazy lord, we'll know how close we are to him because of clavicles. If it is a calling for some other, things, we just get him closer to his trip.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's
Xander
a
wouldn't know
positive.
what salmon is, so I can't make that joke.
So the options are go by boat or travel through the tunnels, correct?
Yeah,
And he's
the
gonna be
land tunnels are trickier, I would imagine, because I imagine that's the paths are not. But there probably is clear paths, maybe, kind of. Might need a guide if we were doing if we weren't going by boat. I mean, we probably need a guide. How do you know where we're going? Anyways, how did you find this place?
We got directions from some people a few times, I think, right?
I remember some of our larger group had knowledge of this area and kind of gave us directions in this way.
Yeah. Which I don't remember if we ever got around to getting maps. Which, if we haven't, we definitely need to now.
Yep,
So
let's
maybe we
go
should-
take care of that.
Yeah.
The king as well.
I thought we had talked to someone got maps, but maybe not.
The
Maybe
king should have
I think we were talking about at the end of last game, but I guess we had forgotten about it until just now. So
I think we did it in like a big shopping trip we did like 8 sessions ago, but I could be wrong with that.
Yeah, you found some individual maps for specific areas, but nobody really has a this is all of the Underdark mapped out.
Okay, but I thought we had gotten like maps to like Blingden Stone and things like that, like the.
No,
From here,
you
yeah.
were
Okay.
going to try to get it from Ilsa
Okay.
because she runs caravans that way.
that's what it was. I knew there was somebody we were talking to. I was like, I feel like we were getting directions from somebody. So that would be a land trip if we did that, right?
So I should have those directions, correct?
Hers would be a land trip, yeah.
Okay.
You might remember the way. You might have been at least partially on one of those trips.
Okay. So the question is, we need a map. Sorry, the point is we need a map to be sure, and I am familiar with part of the way.
If we go by land.
Yep.
But we would still need a way to see if we can find, if we're going to use the water, we would need to at least see if we can find a person that will give us directions via the water.
Mm-hmm. There's bound to be some pirates around here somewhere, right?
I don't think
Haven't
so.
seen any.
There's always bound to be pirates somewhere at the docks. Well, maybe not a pirate, but a sailor of some kind.
Yeah,
Sailors, I'd
maybe.
bet on.
Yeah, there might be some. They do have a dock, so I imagine they have trading of some sort that goes between some of these cities.
Alright, cool. That's something that we should bring up with the king, right? Because the king will have the best knowledge, you would hope.
Potentially.
What can we bargain with the king for that knowledge?
Well, I think we need the king. First things first, I want to see if we can. We're going there to let him know about the problems that are about to wind up on his doorstep.
Mm-hmm. But we can bargain for that knowledge, right? We don't have to give it to him.
True. We're going with the stone giants. We'll see what they want to do. But as far as directions or a guide, that seems like a problem we can solve with money.
We could also offer him some kind of bargain where he gets access to a new trade route, maybe?
We don't think we have that. Do you have something like that?
No, we don't.
They've only been to one town, and from my understanding, they've only been to one town, and that town is destroyed. So
we don't have anything like that, but we can make it up, right? I mean, eventually we'll get somewhere that may be worth something. He doesn't need to know that we don't have that right now. So
I mean, the fact that we're telling him what's about to happen is probably worth something. So I don't think we need to offer him anything else.
Okay, and then what do we want in return? A guide and a map, and maybe a boat.
Yeah. Well, we have a boat.
Why
do you keep forgetting about the boat?
I keep forgetting it. Sorry. Do we want to escort as well?
A guide could be of some use, maybe. But I think we'll be okay without it, because they might need everybody.
I doubt he'll want to give up anyone if he can avoid it.
Yeah, just some general directions. They got here okay, so I'm assuming they know what they're doing on a boat. I kind of looking at it.
Yeah, we know how to handle a boat. That's sure.
So we need somebody to guide the boat, right? Because it doesn't sound like you're very confident. There was a smile there, and I'm not sure if that smile was a happy smile.
You know what? Maybe we could recruit someone down at the docks for that one.
Okay, all right.
I believe the term is hire.
Yeah,
yes,
hire.
Yeah, cool.
I call it recruitment because he's probably not coming back.
Are you planning on killing him?
No, but there might not be anything to come back to, so he's stuck wherever he's going.
Let's just not mention that, all right?
Yep, we're not going to mention that.
Okay, that's cool.
We want to hire you for a one-way journey.
Yep, it's a one-way
So
trip.
never mention the one way. Just a journey of discovery.
Just a 4-hour tour.
That's right. Okay. Well, I'm happy. I think we've got a plan. So I'm going. Gunther is going to finish this thing.
All right, so you guys can finish your rest.
Yeah, finish your rest, get breakfast, and then head off to the king.
Yep.
Cool.
You first.
I remember summoning my familiar before, but I don't know if I dismissed it.
I don't think you did.
I don't recall you
think so
dismissing it.
So I still have a familiar who is a badger, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. They're permanent until they go away, right?
I think so. Yes.
Yep.
So
You can like temporarily dismiss them to a little pocket dimension, but you can always call them back.
Ah, sweet. So we give ourselves a long rest now, right?
Yes.
Cool. Reset temporary max HP. Take me to smell management after a long rest. No. Storm-based resources. Yes.
That's only if you want to change out your spells.
Okay, that's all good.
I am assuming that the giants know where you are staying.
Yes.
So in the morning, when you guys get ready and step out, there is a giant there waiting that tells you, basically he gives you a time, in which case the stone speaker will be ready, and it's 20 minutes from now.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
So I will,
Sounds good.
I will wait here with you because we will be going from here.
Oh, I see. So he's coming here.
Yeah, he's coming here.
Go ahead and put on my Sunday best clothes. My Sunday best clothes are adamantine half plate.
Nice. I'm going to cast mage armor on myself. Does anyone else want mage armor?
Do
all
regular
armor.
Thanks.
Say it again, sorry.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to cast animate dead so that your skeletons don't become mindless and evil.
They're currently in the what do you call it?
Yeah, we'll just open it. You can cast it and then close it again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Should I cast it tonight because they're no threat to us at the moment, right?
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
fine.
I mean,
Well, no.
I guess
Oh,
you
yeah.
can
Get from the night before.
It's-
If you want to do it the night before every time, that's fine.
as long as we don't need to get anything out of the portable hole, it should be fine.
Oh,
Don't
do we
stick your
need
hand in
it?
That is where we keep our food supply, but
yeah.
we still got the inn is still paid up.
The difference also is that maintaining it only costs 1 spell, whereas starting them again would be 2, right?
Okay. All right. Oh well, I'll cast that animation.
Oh, I see. So you can
they-
maintain all of
they-
them with one single casting? Is that what we
They stay animated permanently. It's
You can
just
maintain it.
they're possessed by evil negative energy spirits that hate all living things.
Yeah.
You need to recast the spell to reassert control over them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can reassert control over 4 of them as long as you do it before it ends,
Okay, so I might as well.
I
do it
believe.
then. Okay, that's cool. I'll do that. So I would have done my last third level spell last night to do that. So
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can time it so that you can do it like before bed. That way it lasts through the night, just in case.
Yeah.
Hit him with a little
That's cool.
arcane recovery
That's what I'll do. So
before to get that spell slot.
say again, sorry.
Arcane recovery being a spell that, or a class feature that gets you a spell slot back, so that you have.
Well, he's just casting it
Yeah.
last night in the last 24 hours, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
that also works.
Okay. I'm going to. What was it? It was a mole, right? Was it a mole or a badger?
Yeah, I think it was a mole.
Yeah,
Or
it was a mole.
I think badgers have stats though, so probably use a badger.
I think you were using the badger stats, but just saying it was a mole.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
Big Underdark mole.
So, Gunther and Molly Mole are prepared. We're looking our best. And I'm going to examine everybody else to make sure that they're looking their best as well. We're meeting with a king, guys, so come on.
I do have fancy clothes, don't I?
You've got dresses,
Sure.
right?
You're short 2 fancy dresses.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the fancy dresses right now. He's fine. But he does have a fancy suit that he can wear. So
Ooh,
he
nice.
will wear the fancier suit.
Now, I have a spell by the name of Disguise Self. Is it worth casting that to make
No.
myself look better?
Why would you? You look fine.
I always look better.
Prestidigitate
brilliant-
myself to look nice.
My brilliant russet beard and my brilliant russet robes can always make,
Are you?
I guess I am surrounded by an arcane ward as well, which kind of gives me a sparkle.
Or do you not have nice clothes? Is that what you were saying? You should have told us yesterday. We would have bought some.
Well, I've got travelers' clothes, so I don't know if those are nice or not.
I mean,
And
do you
I've got
want to
robes,
wear the other dress? It should fit you.
maybe.
Yeah.
But it's
you had
it's man
two-
size, right? It's man size. I can't wear.
Yeah,
man
yeah.
size.
I did have a human sized dress, correct?
So I can't wear that. I'm just gonna wear my.
He would look
gear.
ridiculous in a human-sized dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, that's right. You're. Yeah.
I'm just. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go as I am, and just use my. The brilliance of myself as.
Do I have one more suit? He's got a set of slightly nice clothes. They're not like as nice as the ones that he would wear, but better than street clothes.
No.
Okay.
I'll just wear my traveler's robes.
Okay.
My russet red robes.
Nice.
Russet red. Compliments my beard. My russet red beard. I'm ready. I'm checking everybody to make sure that they're looking their best as well.
Obzam sure does look like a dwarf in heavy armor with a glowing sword.
Wonderful.
You know what? Before we leave, maybe we should buy some nicer clothes for some of them.
Well, they're coming here, so we're not about to not have any time.
No. I mean after we're done with the meeting. I said before we leave the city, we should go and get you guys some nicer clothes.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You should dress for the job that you want, and I want to dress like a king.
What job does a skeleton want?
That's whatever it can get, I guess. Yeah, but
I'm really
Gunther's
looking
pretty-
forward to being a minion of the Dark Overlord.
Gunther is going to just like make slide suggestions to the rest of the party. You could probably just brush your beard a little bit, just a little bit there. Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
for
he's gonna run
reference, Overlake Hold was where you met the captain, Erd Blackskull, probably this morning, I guess now. The giants, once they're ready and they come up, begin to walk south. The guards at the gates do not hesitate to open them as they see the giants and yourselves walking south, and they lead you towards the hold of the Deep King. It is a dark and
Alright.
foreboding edifice lodged between two great columns that rise up into thick clouds of smoke that conceal the cavern ceiling. Giant basalt braziers filled with molten lava bathe the palace facade in a hellish glow, and the thick stone walls bristle with iron turrets and battlements.
I'm going to try and make an assessment of those turrets. Do they look like catapults or ballistas? Are they some kind of magical arcane siege weapons? Just to get a feel for how well defended these guys are. So what should I use for that? Intelligence?
Yes.
We'll be right back. I'm still listening.
No. 4. Yeah, they're shitty things. They shoot.
You are a wizard If every single one of those turrets was manned with a wizard casting magic missile or fireballs, they would be awesomely protected. But
That is
there appears to
exactly what
be nobody guarding the palace.
Ah, they're all invisible.
They do like doing that.
Really do.
I don't have see invisibility on my sheet because I didn't get it. I got enlarge, reduce. Could make
Okay.
myself larger, but then that won't do anything. I'm just going to observe very keenly the castle.
The stone speaker steps up and he announces himself in Giant first, and then once again in Dwarvish. And a moment later, several long moments later, the big doors slowly begin to open. And once they are fully opened, he nods and begins walking like straight up the center towards the doors.
Okay. Do we follow?
Yep.
Okay.
He steps first into a rather large hall. Lava pours down troughs, troughs cut into the black basalt walls of this vast hall. The heat is oppressive, the air reeks of sulfur, thick black columns support the heavy ceiling, and at the far end of the hall stands an iron throne atop a polished obsidian dais. A crowned Duragar encased in armor sits on the throne. Next to him stands a royal consort wearing a gown made of gold coins.
Damn.
The giant walks up basically to about halfway, and then very meticulously and slowly gets down to a knee.
Should we follow what he's doing?
Can I roll history or something? Try to figure out what the appropriate customs or behavior are in this situation?
My guess would be that he's just coming down to our size instead of being enormous and towering over us.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I don't
what is the proper greeting for a Dwargar king? Yeah.
History, but since it's Dwargar with not a dwarf with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay.
Well, I'm back. I would know the proper one.
Oh, yeah. You fucking know.
I live here. I do know what it is. Not like I go around meeting the king that often, but I do know. I should know the proper protocols, I imagine.
Yeah, definitely for residents of Gracklestugh, you would show fealty this way. Outsiders would do it as a show of respect, but they wouldn't be expected to.
Okay.
Right,
well,
but anything you can do to get on the good graces of royalty is usually worth doing.
So I would do obviously. So.
So you're
but
going down
dwarf
to Neil?
pride, though.
Oh yeah,
we're not Drigger. We're not Drigger.
I mean, technically,
No.
He is my king, technically. So yeah, not pissing him off.
I'm going to whisper to the others. I'm going to say, stand sure, but bow deep. And then I'm going to bow as deep as I can towards the Drigger king, but not kneel.
Yeah, bow but not kneel. Reasonable compromise.
You may rise. What was his name? Hagram, tell me, who is it you have brought with you? And as the stone speaker rises, he steps sideways slightly and turns so that he can gesture to you guys. Recent visitors that have helped with a most foul curse that has befallen upon us. I shall allow them to introduce themselves.
Yep. Obzam will step forward and I am Obzam Kennedon of the Surface Dwarves. These are let the others introduce themselves in turn.
Oh, introducing myself. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Xander will introduce himself as just Zahndohr of the astral plane.
Oh, I have that on my computer, which is not working right now. Never mind. Okay. I had a thing I needed there. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Gunther will wait till Anfera introduces himself. Oh, sorry, Scaly Dragon. Sorry.
Yeah, let's see. He will introduce himself as I am Gimcam Venstrom.
Gunther makes note of that name as he hasn't heard it before. He's going to turn to the Deep King, bow again, and say, "I am Gunther the Red from the lands above."
And we have recently encountered cultists of a demon lord among the Darrow, and who also seem to have connections to others in this city. They laid a curse upon the stone giants, which we were successful in breaking, and had also other nefarious plans we have not yet seen the end of, involving Netheri's artifacts and the egg of the Forge Master.
He nods slowly, and his Durgar consort kind of leans close and whispers to him.
You should probably tell him about the other thing now.
And we have concerns, growing concerns, that we were in Slibildubop. Oh my gosh, I need to actually remember the name of this place.
Do what I do.
Slibbledoop. The city of the Kuatoa recently. That city was destroyed by a demon lord. The citizens, gradually, over the course of a period of time, grew mad, began fighting amongst themselves, began practicing strange religions, and then a demon lord emerged from the Dark Lake, and all remaining residents went mad, and the city was destroyed. I assume that you have heard... I assume that draws concerning parallels for you among what has been happening in this city.
Demon Lord, it makes sense. I know they've been watching me. I know they've been hunting me. And he kind of glances up into the corners of the hall when he says this and stuff.
Xander's gonna reach out telepathically and like, oh no.
Who else but a demon
just
lord to
seek
my downfall?
I'll be honest, I'm okay with this if it means he's going to, throw every weapon in the city to try to kill Demogorgon. That sounds good to me. Huh. Well...
And he kind of glances at you. You say you are from the surface.
I am.
His eyes kind of narrow slightly. And what is your purpose down here?
To return to the surface. I did not come here of my own volition. It was the worthless and cowardly Drow who took us by surprise and captured us and intended to sacrifice us demons. Naturally, we escaped, killed them, and have since been working to make our way back to the surface.
The Drow. The Drow are another blight upon this land.
Not gonna disagree. Also, this is significantly easier now that we don't have one in our party.
For the time being, but yeah.
Until the schedule of local hotels in California change, yes.
Oh, he lives in California.
Which may not be for a while.
Yeah, not the part that's on fire, fortunately.
Fortunately.
His consort begins to lean closer to talk, and he holds up his hand. You have my thanks for what you have done to assist Hagram and his people. I have also heard from Captain Blackskull that you have assisted with cultists as well. What is it you seek?
Boots. Guide. Sorry.
For the moment, we intend to continue our journey through the Underdark to Blingtonstone, and from there onward to the surface. If you can provide us with maps or perhaps a guide to that location, then we would be grateful for that assistance.
He seems to stare off in thought for a moment that stretches into a minute and then two. That should be doable. Yes. Guides and information can be found, I think. Or I will make it so, rather.
They do have access to a boat, so a ship or a ship journey guide would be an option as well.
Yes, a shipborne. We can't give one of our warships, but we have smaller craft that could be.
We have our own
directed
enchanted
to this
vessel,
path.
but perhaps we have our own enchanted vessel which will carry us across the Dark Lake. If you can provide us with one who could direct us where to sail it, that is all we would require. Keep your warships. Use them to fight the demons. No desire to see them flourish down here.
Very well. How soon do you wish to leave?
This day, if possible. We have already lingered here beyond what we had planned in hunting down these cultists and disposing of their plans.
Is there anything else the throne can provide that might assist you?
Anyone got anything for this one?
Nah, I'm mostly good. This guy seems like he's on the verge of going crazy, so
Spells maybe? If they have spells of some kind to help us in our journey?
You know what? Sure. I since you offer, my friend here is a wizard who who would be most appreciative if he could be provided with access to spell books of fine quality that I'm sure are available to the kingdom, that he may improve his selection for our journey, improve our strength against the demons and their minions in our travels, and improve our chances of reaching our goals.
I do not.
Thank you, your
I do
lord.
not associate myself with spells of the like, but if you make your way to the halls of sacred scrolls, I can send word that they should avail you of some of their knowledge.
You are more than generous, my lord. And he'll bow once again, a deep bow. And that's all he's got to say.
From everybody, give me charisma checks, please.
Oh boy, I'm great at these. I would like to spend my inspiration.
I'll stand on a 16.
16 is good. That's higher than mine.
I got a 16.
I got a 6 for the second time.
I mean, that's just consistency then.
So everyone except the guy who's been doing most of the talking is it's doing all right on this. All right, perfect. I mean, that's fair. Is like Obzam is doing a lot of talking. He also just kind of there's that dwarf rivalry just in the back of his skull at all times. His negotiation tactics may not be the best for endearing himself to royalty.
Okay, so 13, 16, 16. All right. He nods. And Zahndohr, of the astral realm, you say?
He stands up a little taller. Indeed.
How would you... And his consort speaks up and says, "No, my lord." And he smacks her. And she glares at you. How would you like to visit your home? I think I can... Or at least in part. Perhaps I should not give you false hope.
I would be interested in knowing how you might have this accomplished.
So you have the scroll of plane shift. And...
He looks at the consort. Shall go out. You know where it is. And again, she glares at you as she stands up, but she leaves through a door to the back. I came across something that unfortunately is not to my taste, and nobody seems to be interested because of the danger. However, and takes a few minutes as he trails off. A few minutes later, from another door on your side of the hall, Shaw walks out with her gold coin gown, kind of cradling this mass of, I think it's black. Dark blue cloth, and in its folded up you can see bits of light blue and white and silver specks occasionally, like on one side of it, but it just happens to be folded so that that side is mostly internal. And she approaches you and, still glaring at you, kind of holds her arms up and offers it to you.
Do I have any idea what this is?
Not in its current form. It looks like just a mass of cloth.
I would like to reach out to her telepathically as I like run a hand over it in a like appraising or admiring way, and just be like, all right, what'd I do?
You get a quick, what is the word? Very snippy response. You wear it, fool.
No, fool. What did I do to make you so mad looking at me? Hurry up. We don't have long before he gets curious about my appraising. As far as Zahndohr's concerned, she's here as a consort, which is, kind of here to deal with his base biological gross needs.
It's less.
He's already humiliated her in public, so yeah.
It's less what you did and more what you are.
She's an elephant.
Ooh. Do I? I mean, Xander was looking for a reason to like politely decline this gift to give it back to this lady, but if she's just gonna be racist, fuck you, I'm taking it then. Like, he's kind of a dick about a lot of things with the material plane, but he tries not to be a complete dick, but she started it.
Yeah.
Is he a lordship, a grace, or is there an honorific that is preferred here? That
Majesty is always safe.
Your largeness. Your Majesty, you do me a great honor by offering this. And he's gonna look at the consort and still has that like mental channel open to see if she thinks anything in his direction.
Fuck you.
No. She seems very mentally guarded. You're not that you would really pick up any stray thoughts anyway, but you're not picking up any thing like that.
No, from her, not from him.
Right, from her, you're not.
Okay, yeah, no. She made comments about my superior giftdom in a negative manner, so she gets to lose her pretty toy.
As you take it,
put out his second hand to kind of lift it reverently out of her hand.
All right. Just to see how this happens, roll me a dex check.
Plus anything?
No.
Okay. I'll use my inspiration on that.
It's not necessary.
Oh, all right. Well, that's good because I rolled a 9 again anyway.
You take it, and the way she was supporting it, you can't quite support it, so it unfolds as you're picking it up. And it is a robe. It is a hooded robe. It is very dark blue at the very top, and it looks like all of the spots are stars that grow in brightness towards the bottom. And along the collar of this are 3 on either side, bright red stars.
Are they in any kind of pattern or anything that I would recognize?
Give me an Arcana check. If it's high enough, you might recognize it. Yeah,
20.
you have heard of these things. What you have heard of is that the red stars along the collar can be actually magically removed and used to hurl magic missiles. But
Sick.
more importantly, once a day. No, not once a day. Let me see. Yeah, not once a day.
Once a day, you can clear your bowels without having to poop.
As an
It's the most
action,
powerful magic item you could ever get.
you can enter the astral plane, along with everything you are wearing or carrying. But you can't really travel anywhere, and then as an action, you can return to the space you left.
I could go poop in the astral plane.
Is that better?
I could teach my people about the act of pooping.
Why would you do that? That's horrible.
To warn them of the dangers of coming to the material plane.
Okay.
But yeah, it's more useful as a way of escaping temporarily because you can't really travel once you get there.
Right.
You can just switch back and forth.
No,
You can just enjoy your being there.
Yeah, a little taste of home. And I will thank His Majesty for the opportunity to have a little taste of where I long to return to on a more permanent basis. And then I'm gonna rub the salt in the wound by like kneeling down for the consort to drape it around my shoulders.
There is a barely audible, not necessarily a growl, but kind of like a angry hiss. But she will drape it over your shoulders.
I will stand tall so that I'm nice and taller than her, and look right past her to the Deep King, and give him a very deep bow. And then I will spread the word of his gift whenever I return.
He nods, once again glances into the corners. Come back if you manage to do anything about this demon lord. Perhaps. And he kind of trails off. Shakes his head. Well, if you inform me where you are staying, I shall have the guard or the guide sent when the ship is ready.
Oh. Tell him the inn where we're staying. Or presumably, probably more likely give that information to like one of his attendants, but he doesn't care.
Yeah.
And then he glances at Hagram once more. Thank you, Majesty. I shall begin preparations on defense just in case as well. Very well. You are dismissed.
bow and leave.
You bow and you leave. As you walk outside of the hall, outside that was empty when you were walking in, there are let's see here. "50 Duragar guards standing at guard outside of the halls, almost like they've been there the entire time. They just aren't invisible at the moment when you walk out.
Fair enough. Yep.
And the
Show.
Hagram leads you down. That is an impressive gift.
Indeed, it is. There is much about the astral that everyone here is just. Well, let's just say that it would make it hard to maintain here, remain living here for longer than. Sorry, I'm just overcome with emotion. He really has no interest in explaining it to this guy. He thought he did, but then it was just like,
All you prime material people have no clue.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, this guy's like an important guard. Do I want to tell him how gross pooping is? And like how much time you waste eating? Ugh.
He nods, caught with your emotion. When you go, and he's talking to all of you, be safe on your travels. Evil is stirring. You probably have not encountered the last of it.
Yeah, I expect not.
Unfortunately.
He gestures to the other stone giant that was there. He shall ensure you get back to your inn. Farewell.
Good luck.
And Hagram turns and leaves, and the other giant... This way, please.
Farewell, Your Majesty. And then I'm going to follow the giant with the others.
You're just taking us back to the inn.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Another observation, though, this has been happening since you've been here, but as you get up towards the bazaar in the Dark Lake District by the inn, there seems to be more general hostility among merchants and buyers and sellers, and people arguing about what is like on a counter for sale, yet it's like the buyer and the seller are arguing about something completely different. It's like there's a cooking pot and the buyer is like, I don't want anything to do with this sword, I don't need the sword. And the other guy is like, but this is a perfectly good wagon wheel, you know, type of thing.
Oh. That's what you mean by kind of going insane?
Yeah.
Well, this doesn't look good.
It's not all around,
should...
but it is more prevalent now than it was, say, a week ago.
You should go to the halls of the Sacred Scrolls to get whatever it is before they start losing their mind.
Not a bad idea.
So I will go with you back to the inn. And how do we get to the Hall of Sacred Scrolls?
Yeah, I'll ask the giant before he leaves.
Ah, sweet.
Ah, yes. I can take you there if you wish.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, please, yes.
Are you ready to go now?
Yes, I am.
All right. He starts
Uh,
walking westward.
Everybody else coming?
Yeah, I am definitely going to a place called the Hall of Sacred Scrolls, and I will be reading many things there.
Alright, cool.
I got nothing better to do.
Did the king say that he was going to provide us with a guide?
In the morning.
Okay, cool. What about a map?
I assumed the guide would have one. I did mention that, but yeah.
Potentially there might be something here at the Hall of Sacred Scrolls.
Could be.
It
Yeah,
might be
let's see. So we'll see what they have.
I'm going to ask the giant his name. What was your name, good fellow?
Sturm.
He's one of those.
Good Thurm?
Sturm.
Thurm. Okay.
So we met him before?
No.
He was the one that was waiting outside of your inn. But
Oh, was he?
That,
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to ask Firm some questions. How do you feel at the moment, Firm?
About what?
Just in general. Are you angry? Do you feel like your emotions are not in control?
Not at all.
Oh, yes. And what is it that you do usually, Firm? I must say, thank you for taking us to the hall.
I am a leather worker.
I see. And do you have any magic robes for sale?
I do not.
No.
Okay.
It's good to know that there is leather workers such as you. I'm assuming that you're working with large animal hides.
Yeah, some of the merchants, when they visit, bring hides to work.
Good. So I'm just going to make conversation like that, just kind of like keep them occupied, but not too.
Roll me an insight
Not so desert.
check.
Cool. 8.
Yeah, you're not really picking up any emotional cues from him at all. But he doesn't seem standoffish or anything. He will talk when you talk.
Yeah, I'm just making idle chit chat at this point. And I might ask him about how he finds the state of the city, and how did the giants come to be here? Were they enslaved by the Druga? Were they? Did they join the Druga of their own choice?
Yes. We came here long ago. The Cairngorm did. The Deep King welcomed us, so we assist him in defense and management.
Ah, I see. That is good to know. I must tell you that you must be prepared. There is, we believe that there is something coming, a great beast, and you will be down to the people, your people, and these Druga to drive that back. I do not know if you will be up to the challenge, but I hope it is so.
None of the Cairngorm wouldn't give their lives to defend this city.
That's a problem. We don't want you dead. We want you kill the thing that is coming.
Probably just a note. It seems to get in people's heads. So if you got anything to protect your mind, probably be useful. Just a note.
Do you have magics of the mind, Firm?
I do not know.
What about your people?
I do not know.
It may be a good idea to ask. So I'm kind of subtly trying to make sure that these guys are at least prepared for what's coming, but at the same time not trying to overly, what's the word, like push them into getting paranoid about it. I mean, they should be paranoid because they're about to be eaten, but you know, got to try something.
I think we've said enough at this point.
Yeah. And at this time, you get to kind of a nondescript building, also built into a stalagmite.
Cool.
Over on the western edge.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, he motions to the center of the almost looks like a temple, and the Anfera would recognize the motif as being worshipping Dinrinka, sorry. Dinrinka. Weird name. One of the Darrow gods. There is a huge stone door on the center, and it doesn't take much because it looks kind of odd, and just after a moment of kind of studying it, this door is a false door. It looks like it is carved into the side of this building.
Okay.
Darrow only are allowed to enter, but we can get some out, and they can hear your requests.
Sounds good. How do we do that?
He stops and tilts his head. I do not know. I've never had to. He walks up to the door and knocks on it. And it's probably waits 5 minutes or so before a Darrow just kind of appears on the platform before the door.
All right. I'm going to call out to there. Greetings. I'm Gunther the Red.
Greetings, Gunther the Red.
We have been sent here from His Majesty's Keep. He has said that we may have the run of your halls of records. Is that possible?
I think we quite said that, but okay.
Only the Council of Savants can enter. This is forbidden to any others.
Oh, well, you'll have to take that up with the Deep King, because he said that we may enter and see what you have here. Shall I?
By all means. He steps aside and motions to the door.
All right. So, I am going to walk up to the door. Can I do an Arcana check on it, please?
You can.
All right. Ooh, what do I... Is there anything that I can discern from the door?
It is... There are no arcane markings or engravings on this door. Heavy religious symbology, though.
Mm-hmm.
And as a dwarf, you know, even just feeling it, this is pretty much solid stone.
And so I'm touching the door at the moment?
Let's see. So if I'm looking at the religious symbology, is there anything that explains how one is supposed to get access to this place, or?
Not really.
Okay.
Hmm.
Surely, if he said you could enter, you can enter.
This is one of those, is it?
I believe the king was going to forward that he was going to provide us with some scrolls that might be useful upon our journey.
Scrolls, that is different.
I'm so severely tempted to just pull out my scroll of disintegrate right now and just reduce this wall to atoms.
Or we could ask the stone giant to bash it in for us, but
I don't think they would do that.
That's just gauche. This is a magical problem, and it deserves a magical solution. If I had to spell
let's not get ourselves imprisoned on our last day in the city. Terrible idea.
But laser.
Anyway, but yes, we are heading to, what was the city that you said?
Blingtonstone.
Yes, and there may be some dangers upon the path, and our friend here is a wizard, and the king said that there may be some. He would provide us some assistance upon that.
yes, as you can see by our stone giant friend here, we do have the king's permission. Is that not right? Is that his name?
Sturm.
Sturm. Is that not right, Sturm?
I don't think he was in the throne room
Yeah,
with
Sturm
us.
was not in the hall in the
Yeah, he
audience
wasn't.
with you.
I'm gonna give him a great big wink, and maybe even a little. You know what I mean? Sturm, if you know what I'm saying.
Lord.
I am afraid that the laws.
Oh, that's all right, Sturm. I understand the laws. You don't want to speak outside of them. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Now, as you can see, our friend here cannot speak outside of the king's laws. So, best that you just give us what we need.
Okay.
I'm
going to grab Gunther and just kind of. Okay, you need to calm down. Okay.
I'm just saying.
You need to calm down. Unless you wish to spend the night in a prison cell.
Look, the king gave us his permission, sir. I mean, these guys.
No.
Take a breath.
I have told. They are going to provide us things that they didn't have to provide us. Do not get greedy.
You deal with them then. God damn it. Gunther's going to go off and kick at rocks and stuff. He's going to muttering loudly to himself. Damn idiots. Just loud enough that you guys can hear, but not them.
Yeah, I apologize for his behavior.
Don't apologize for me. I'm not the one that's doing the wrong thing here.
Anyways, if you could provide us some assistance, we would be grateful.
What the nature of the assistance that you would like? I can check our library for specifics, but I would need a list.
Gunther, do you have a list of spells that you know about, but that you don't have?
Yes, everything from first to second to third level.
Let's try again.
Okay.
Let's try again. Meaning, I don't want them to pull out things that you already have, so let's remove those.
Okay, so
real quick, just scroll down a list. Just write like 10 items down or something.
Okay.
Because it gives you a paper. Write like 10 items down.
So from the second level of spells, blur. Write that down. Sorry. Blur. Enhance ability. Also looking for maps. If they have maps of the area.
And I'm watching the last seconds of the game where the Bucks are about to lose. And I'm so disappointed. Sorry.
Use that for this conversation that we're having with the
Yes,
Sabah.
yes. There suddenly gets sad. There gets sad.
Dark vision, darkness, dark vision. Yes. All right. Oh, it's done. Twice. Ignore that.
You don't have
The
third level spells?
Yeah, I got third level,
Yeah.
but
the Darrow
Third level
glances
spells
in
too.
the same
Never know.
direction
Okay.
that
Don't.
the Darrow glances in the same direction that Anfera is glancing and says, "The commanders are going to win."
Yep. Maybe we can hope for a blocked field goal here. Maybe, but not like. And no.
She will take the
Wow,
list.
it bounced.
Counterspell, dispel magic.
You're really funny. Ask for pass wall.
That's it.
Like right now, if it was possible.
23 to 20. Sad. That's a killer.
And any maps of the area around the city.
Exactly at the dark lake between here and Blingdenstone. Yeah.
And the dark lake between here and Blingdenstone. Anything else that we need? Stories, history.
If they have any research on the Phasrus, that could be useful to us. It's been acting strangely recently.
Research on the what, sir?
The Phasrus.
How do you spell that?
Research.
Phae SRUS.
No, we don't have any research there. This is more administrative records and buildings as long as spells. We don't have maps either. There was about 10 to I don't know several 10-day ago an illithid that was here looking for research on the Phasrus too. We could not help him.
Which way did he go?
What did the illithid ask for instead?
Nothing.
He took nothing from you. No
I think we know which way he went.
Interesting. Do you know where he went?
No. We were talking, and he mentioned something about the Phasrus and demon activity, and then he was saying that he was part of a society that is doing some research, and he was going on this long explanation, and he just disappeared midway through.
So he's part of society, did he say?
Yeah.
They give a name to this place? For this society?
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Was it the Society of Beneficial Illithids for the improvement of introductions amongst their fellow people and to not eat their brains?
Sounds like a very long name for a society.
Oh, yeah, it's an illithid. Okay, well, we've eliminated that. That's good.
It was, the Society of Brilliance.
Society of Brilliance. Do you have anything about them in your, what do you
Have you ever heard of them before?
No.
No?
I haven't.
All right. Well, we've got some things to go on, I think.
Okay,
Other
but
spells?
yeah, here's a list of spells.
Oh, thank you.
And they like basically pull the paper from your hand and just hand it to them.
basically.
If you can have if you have any of these, we greatly appreciate it.
Yes, that would be.
Yes. I will go look. It should take me about an hour.
That'll be fine.
That's fine. Is there somewhere we can eat and drink here around here?
The Shattered Spire is just on the other side of the gates.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Can we get past the gates, or?
Yeah, we can pass the gates.
All right, then we shall see you in an hour or so. Thank you. What was your name, good fellow?
I am Doot.
Doot. All right. Nice to meet you, Doot, and I will see you in an hour.
Oh, you won't see me. Somebody else will be out here with them.
All right, then we'll see whoever else is out here in an hour or so.
Have a good day then.
Farewell.
He
So we'll head off
takes
to
the list and he begins to cast a spell.
Cool. Can I observe what spell he's casting?
Make me an Arcana check.
Right. I hope it's disintegration, so he kills
I think
himself.
there's something about identifying spells there.
An Arcana check of some kind.
Arcana.
Well,
Unfortunately,
the
that
nine.
is not high enough.
Ooh, okay, that's cool.
You don't know that spell.
It is just verbal components. He is not gesturing or having any materials. And then he disappears.
Some
That's
sort of
fine.
teleport.
I'm going to
Okay.
remember Doot, and then one day he shall get his comeuppance.
Yeah.
Not this day, but one day. I don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'm hoping that Demon Lord will eat all of them. So I don't have to
Well,
come back.
the last thing we need is to be put in a prison cell while the Demon Lord is eating.
I'm just
We don't
saying,
want
I'm just saying that if it happens, I'm not going to be shedding any tears for Doot and his
Okay.
getting crew.
Oh, but they're being very nice right now and giving us free spells.
All right, I guess.
Okay. Now, let's get to the Shattered Spire. I should know where this place is, I imagine. So.
Yep, it is on the map. It is on the docks.
Oh.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
And we'll go over
head
there.
back.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. Yeah, I'll go over there and grab some food. That's fine.
And we're also going to look for one of the. What are those people called? People that do stuff on the boats.
Oh, we have a guide getting sent to us by the king. We don't need that. So if he had said no, then we would have had to hire somebody.
Or just
He's going to give us somebody.
just in case. Just in case.
Let's not get paranoid. We'll deal with it tomorrow. We'll deal with it
All right.
later.
All right.
The only other thing I will do though, because I think we're running out of time, right?
Oh yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
we'll go over last time.
Yeah.
Well-
So the only thing I would like to do, just a reminder, I will still buy them fancier clothes, just in case we run into another king, queen, whatever it might be in this next city. They can all dress up. See,
I
Alright.
appreciate
that's what I want.
that. Nice.
So we'll jump this. There's 4 spells that they have on scrolls that they can give you.
Sweet.
Donations would be appreciated, but they are not required.
Question: can sorcerers prescribe spells for wizards?
No.
Can we get the spells for sorcerers?
No.
Not sorcerers, because they learn spells differently, so
Yeah.
they can't.
Yeah,
They can't
you
learn
could
these
could
spells.
use the scrolls, but can't
Okay.
learn it permanently.
Right.
Okay.
And then the person that comes out and meets you in an hour, presumably, has the 4 scrolls there, and also talks about that somebody was asking about the Society of Brilliance, and somebody inside knew, and it says that they have been dedicated to investigating the phase rest for some time now.
Okay. Interesting.
And
Are they largely made of like?
It is a very small society, and somehow by being a part of the society, they can teleport to each other. But occasionally, it goes wrong, and they teleport either to a random spot, or they summon a different person to them.
That
Okay.
sounds
Interesting.
inconvenient, but okay. Okay, well that sounds like an interesting group. We'll make note of that. Thank you.
And then we can call it.
Yeah. So yeah, fancy clothes, and I think the next morning is when we'll probably meet because he's going to send us the guide the next
Yep.
morning, right? Okay, and then we'll be leaving after that. Cool. Yay!
Thank you,
Now
guys.
I can go and cry at my game that this lost by a field goal that bounced off the upright. It's very.
No.
I think next week was the off week, right?
Yeah, I gotta work next weekend.
Yeah, I think I do too. World of Concrete and SHOT Show are coming into town next weekend, so.
Ooh, exciting.
Sounds
Sweet.
fun.
So I shall see you all next time.
Cheers, guys. Thank you
So-
very
Yep.
much for playing.
Yeah, thank you for running. It was fun.
Thank you. Yeah, really appreciate it. Relative Dimension. Do you prefer Relative Dimension or Joe?
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Half the people call me Ag too.
Alright, I'm gonna call you Joe, if that's all right. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. This is the most fun I get every week. Not every week.
That's sad.
I am glad it's enjoyed.
Right, my life
Hey.
is not exciting at all. So this
Well, we're glad to add some excitement to it.
is